first coming up today is going to be discrete and continuous variables. I'm going to be talking to you about discrete variables, one for which they're all have separate and non-divisible categories, one being like if you put it in a graph, the x values are going to be solid numbers, not like from a range of numbers. Because for example, if you're talking about children or something that can be mixed in categories, you can't have 1.5 children or 1.5. You either have 2, 3, or whatever whole number it is. It doesn't work like that. Another example you could think of it is the type of car you have. You can't have more than one type of car because it's either a Toyota, a Nissan. You can mix car parts, but ultimately your car or whatever the thing is will be just the one definitive category. But there are other things that you can use these numbers for that'll help you make a different graph. But my friend David is going to be describing continuous variables. Take it away, David.
Hello, David here. Here to give you another statistical term, being the continuous variable. The continuous variable, as the name suggests, is a random variable that assumes that all possible values are in a continuum. Simply put, it can take any value within its given range. So if the variable can take an infinite amount or uncountable set of values, then the variable is referred to as a continuous variable. Now on to my friend Jerhett to give some more examples about the two variables explained.
Thank you, David. Now here I will give you some examples of discrete and continuous variables. An example of a discrete variable is the number of oranges in a bag. Why, you may ask? Well, because you are always going to get whole oranges and not a fraction of an orange or half an orange. Well, because that would suck. Another example of a discrete variable is the country of birth, because there is no in between on where you were born. You are born from somewhere. For example, I'm born in the US. You can be born from like 2 different areas. An example of a continuous variable is age, because it is always continuous. For example, there's always like an in between. So you could either be like 14 and a half one year, and then 14 3/4 another part of the year. Another example of a continuous variable is blood pressure. Blood pressure is always changing in a person's body and is measured, like 90.2 meters Hg or like 140.5 mmHg. And those are some examples of continuous and discrete variables.